Hi, this is Troy. Hey, just got some emails and some questions recently from a seminar that we were at about what's happening within the mobile world, the importance of being mobile, and also the importance of being text. And so I wanted to put together just a really quick video. Obviously, we're casual today, but this is really what we've seen within the marketplace. What we've shared with business owners is, do you remember back when there was no businesses on the internet? I do. I remember when Toyota didn't have a website. I remember when they got online. There was that pre-internet phase, and then in the mid to late 90s, everybody was jumping on the internet. So basically today, if you're in business, you're on the internet. It's just the way it is. So that massive phase and transition shifted radically the way people are being communicated to and people are communicating. So it's the way business is done. Well, now, something happened in 2007. I consider that like the tipping point, the change point, where everything started shifting again, and it's going from internet into the mobile realm. Because up to this point, prior to 2007, everyone was accessing the internet through about 2 billion connection points through laptops and PCs, because smartphones really weren't that smart and connected yet. Well, the cool thing for all of us as business owners is now there's 5 billion mobile devices all over the planet. They're all going to be connected to the internet very shortly. So you go from 2 billion people connected to the internet, or 2 billion connection points rather, to 5 billion. That more than doubles the population of the internet. It's incredible. And so really what we're doing is we're helping businesses participate and position in the mobile realm. And consider this as a cell phone. Now they're showing up where everybody's eyes are all the time, which is on that mobile device. So again, you've got websites over here. Now, does that website show up well on a mobile device? Most businesses don't have sites that show up pretty on a mobile device. Those are some of the shifts that need to start happening. And so in this next little diagram, I'll show you exactly what the internet marketing model looks like for any business, whether it's brick and mortar or you're a speaker. And we'll show you how text actually wraps that and really radically increases your return on investment. Okay, so here is the internet marketing diagram as we've seen it across the board, whether you're a brick and mortar, whether you're an author, a speaker, you got a product to sell. Really, it's this model or pieces of this model. And so just so you guys can get clear, everybody today on the internet, they've got a website or a blog, right? That's your home base. That's base camp. That's where you want people coming back to. That's where transactions take place. And on that website, you've got a form, generally any business that you happen to be, you've got a form there to where they can get some free information, they can sign up for something, to where you can communicate with them, but most importantly, to where you can build a list, right? That's what business is. It's about having people to communicate with, having leads, and that's what this sign-up form does for you. So whether you're giving something away or you're selling something to where they fill out this form, you're actually building your list, and then you have the ability to communicate with them. So these are emails or videos that you're sending out consistently to this list, and over time you have the ability to say, hey, look, here's some free stuff, here's some value, they love you, you offer something for them to purchase, and they do. So that's more in the online world, but same thing works for brick and mortars. So what we're seeing today, now with this mobile and this social commerce that's taking place, is you've got Facebook, you've got Pinterest, you've got YouTube, you've got Twitter. All of them are necessary. Some of them are more necessary for your business than others. But the reality is people are spending a lot of time and money, mainly time on Facebook, to create a community, to acquire people that they can share their information with, or their products or their wares with. They can do that paid, they can do that organically. But the reality is, all these new tools today are imperative. They genuinely are imperative for us marketing forward and for your business marketing forward. Now, here's what we know. And this is where the text comes in and becomes so magic. You got Facebook. You've got to be on Facebook. But there's an 80+ ignore rate on your posts. It's just the way it is. There's Facebook's algorithms. On Twitter, there's a 70+% ignore rate on all the tweets that you're putting out. Just the way it is. And you still have to be on Twitter. YouTube and Pinterest, different animals altogether, but one thing that you guys are familiar with is email. Do you remember when it used to be like, you've got mail, and you're all excited? Now it's like, you've got so darn much mail, it's going to take you an hour to go through it all. It's not so exciting anymore, and there's less than a 10% open rate on email. Now, still use email? Of course, still use email, but those are the numbers. So the magic of text marketing and being able to communicate with somebody via text is this. It takes all this time, energy, money, all this real estate that you've invested in, and literally it circles it and it communicates instantly with your customer base on that one device that they've got with them all the time with a 97% open rate. That's pretty remarkable, right? So whether it's a blog post that you want people to read, a YouTube, a video you've put out, or a Facebook post, this is the way you're going to have people actually see that information. So in the next video, I'll show you how people can opt in and start using text marketing. All right. So in this little section, we're going to close the loop on this. We already established that text marketing and text is the best way to communicate with your customer base if you want them to open it, actually get the information that you've sent out. So there's three primary ways that we found in the marketplace to actually have people opt in and build the list. First and foremost is the mobile device. So that's an iPhone right there. So there's going to be a demographic, a lot of maybe the younger people, the Gen Y, Gen X folks. They're going to whip out their phone when they see a sign or a poster or hear it on the radio, and they'll simply text to the phone number 90210 the keyword that they've heard, hit send, and that puts that phone number into that business's list. That pushes the call to action, the deal, that text right to that person's phone once they hit send. So that's one of the primary ways that people do it. Another way for someone like my dad who's going to say, what do you mean text this to that? He's not going to get it. But he can go to the internet and he can actually go to a form, put in his name and phone number, hit submit, and it's the same thing. It's going to build that list. Phone number goes to the list, and he actually gets a call to action or deal right to his phone. And the third and final way, which is, it works, is just like, say that you're in a restaurant situation or a nail salon situation. You just have a notepad that says, to be part of our VIP club, put your name and phone number on this piece of paper. They do that, they put it into the little box, and then the business owner puts that into the text database manually later. So that's the three ways to actually build your list that's most effective. And the key that I want to really wrap this up with is texting is people's habits, man. There is literally everybody's texting. And so when you have a technology from a marketing perspective that plays into one of the strongest habits that we all have with our mobile device, you can absolutely move the needle. So I hope this was helpful, and check out some more of our videos.